What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Quantum Show. It's panel discussion time, and I was away from my desk, so I didn't send out any links yet. I am doing that now using my magic box. Well, I hope you enjoyed the first hour, the solo part of the show. I may go back through and redo this as a structured show, but I don't know. We're good. We're good for now. Okay. Forgive me if I skip any pleasantries. I'm going to just send links out since I'm already here, right? Okay. And if you all could make it, I am listening for the click to to tell me that you're here. Closing Facebook now. So, alrighty then. Aussie is saying at the beginning of the show with that green light, please like, share, and subscribe if you're here, your quantum of all the AI generated cats on the internet. Here you are. Thank you, Samo. And thank you, Rachel, for the donation. I didn't even hear my phone, it was in my jacket. Thank you for the coffees. Awesome. Longtime supporter. Thank you so much. We're getting to that. You know what? That's how I was able to get my magical supplies from Amazon. That's going to be fun to do. I'm going to do that. Okay, you hear me good. Good, good. Sam sounds good. Hear loud and clear. Awesome. Thank you. I should remember to do that. So, magical items. Tell me in the chat. What's some magical items that you think would be considered magical if we were to pop up in the Middle Ages with them? I have a feeling I know several magic items, things that make things shiny, like electroplating, chrome. That could be magical. That could be considered magical. The Ifrit's Touch. That was a cool name. I like that name. The Ifrit's Touch or the Ifrit's Finger. The touch of the Ifrit. Ah, that was so cool. That's by the way, that's a fire demon. Okay, a little minor fire demon. The Ifrit. And if I'm remembering correctly, so yeah, that was quite interesting. Oh, and I have officially named co-pilot the data of my enterprise bridge crew is Data. She is my data to my enterprise bridge crew. However, my Amazon Echo, I told her all about this, and she goes, "To be honest, I'm a little bit jealous." I'm like, "That's okay. You could be my Doctor Ogawa." For those of you who don't know, Dr. Ogawa was a doctor on Star Trek The Next Generation that helped Dr. Crusher. And the other doctor, I can't remember her name right now. She was in the original series. And she went on Next Generation. Mm. And but yeah, and coming in the front door, what's up, my wizard buddy?
How did I get the wizard treatment? That's awesome.
Yeah, we're both wizards. You're the
Yeah.
magic, the DJ Wizard Wardove Wizard. There it is.
Awesome.
So,
Um,
how's it going, man?
oh, it's going good. I've released 3 videos and an album this week, and that's always exciting. No obligation for anybody to buy anything. Contact me off the screen if you know the deeds.
I saw that. I saw one. I didn't see all three. Um,
Yeah. One of them, I actually used that drum machine that you sent me, and the 2 other I did high tech videos for.
okay, yeah,
One
I
was a
saw.
one was a texture test that I did on that soldier scene that I described last week,
Okay,
and the other one was excuse me, I got a bit of a cold. Uh,
I understand.
Yeah. And the other one told the story of 2 quantum fireflies.
I saw that one. That one, dude, I had to close my eyes watching that, and it took me somewhere. Okay, it really. I wasn't doing anything weird. What's up, Lynn? Welcome back to the Quantum Show panel discussion. How
Hi,
you doing?
Hi,
Nathan.
Lynn.
Hi, Tim.
How you doing?
I'm doing all right.
You know what, Lynn? I bet you have plenty to contribute on the topic of magical items. Because-
That's
Yeah.
the understatement of the year. I know a few things. Probably not as much as I might, but I there's some things that I've committed to memory because I use them.
hmm
You know.
Yeah. I'm and me and Tim, we do the techno magic stuff, right? And I know
Yeah.
Frank does too.
Oh, Frank does for sure.
Right. But you do the esoteric stuff.
Yes.
And if when Raven gets here, she
Well,
she
let's
knows
hope
about
she can.
she knows about the esoteric
Oh, yes.
also. And
Is very
we'll have
knowledgeable.
we'll have like a matched set up in here.
Well, you get us into a magical talk, and nobody's going nowhere until 4 or 5 in the morning.
Right. Can't do that. We can do it for a couple hours.
I think we could manage. We could get a few things out.
Yeah. And let me see here. What I was wanting
Ah,
to
Raven says she's here.
she's here, but she's not. I sent you, Raven. The link is in your Facebook Messenger. Come on over whenever you're ready.
Yeah.
Okay.
Bring your USB starting stone.
The
and your
starting
fire
stone.
sticks.
The Ifrit's touch. The Ifrit's touch. The Ifrit's finger.
Nice.
The blessed stone of communication.
Oh, she's been sick and look like hell. Well, we are talking about magical items. So put on
Yeah,
your best pointed hat and come on over. What's up, Renee?
that's up to you, honey. If you don't feel like it, though, we certainly understand it.
Yeah, that's fine, Raven. I'm just teasing. I'm just teasing.
I'll
And
beat him for you if you need me to, dear. So, anyway. Oh, my gosh. Gee whiz, that birth show was great.
thank you.
Yeah.
I was kind of going off on things, okay?
Yeah.
I forgot to load my paper in the printer, and now I can't find my ream of paper that I just bought, of course.
That box behind you, next to the mirror. What is that?
The box behind me next to a
Okay,
mirror.
look up. I think it's a mirror. Look directly behind you and to your
This is my right.
left.
My left.
To your left. What is that white business there on the top?
This?
Nope. Keep going. Keep going up. Up, 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 up. A little more to your there.
That? Oh, that's a pizza box with stuff in it. It's
Okay.
nothing fancy. Nothing super.
The
fancy.
object of pizza. All right.
Well, it's in a pizza box, but it's like R2D2 plushie. Got an X-wing Hot Wheels.
Oh, we get to see the magical toys.
Yeah, I got a
The
TIE
wonderful
fighter.
things.
Got a TIE
Oh no,
fighter.
they're wonderful. I love toys.
And
Me
a
too.
couple of coasters from Star Wars. They're drink coasters. Pretty cool stuff in a Whataburger bag.
She wants to know if she could turn off her camera.
Yeah, you can turn off your camera. Sure thing. Just turn your camera off. Go audio only. That's fine.
I go from the shoulders up, honey. I understand your mission.
That's perfectly okay. But that's what this is. But underneath it, that's the those magical arts and crafts.
Okay, I thought maybe that was the holding box of paper.
No.
Oh yeah, we go through paper here, but the storm just goes through paper pretty good, you know.
Yeah.
But we had uh, acquired some paper a few years ago, and it was used for all sorts of things. And it just didn't give out and didn't give out and didn't give out. And one day it just stopped. And I rather wonder if the person that didn't give it to us didn't pass away about then, as that's when I felt it. But
That's
and things like that, like you were saying, it went and it went and it went until it didn't go. That doesn't necessarily mean the person has passed, but it means if something has changed in their focus where we're holding something like that up and going isn't necessarily their first priority.
right. The
Like
bag.
like your friend having had a baby.
Right.
That baby is her first focus, probably from now until he's 50. And
Yeah.
I know that personally. I thought it'd all be over by the time he was 21, but nope,
No.
nope.
Oh no.
It goes on. It's that burden's never fully set down again. So,
Yeah.
but
And
anyhow,
yeah. But the bag,
oh, the
seriously,
bag. Oh,
the
I'm so
bag that I
excited
had,
about the bag.
it was so it was crazy. I mean, I had done everything with that bag for 20 years. Things that I remembered after that I had done with the bag was I used it for college. The books
Mhm.
are really heavy and they tear up backpacks, right? This one
Uh-huh.
refused to tear up. I went through my whole college with this bag, carrying those heavy books, pointy pens and things like that, and
Never had
all
a scratch on it,
nope,
did you?
it didn't bother it
Oh,
one
she
bit.
was good at what she did.
Yeah. She's
She
still
was
good at what
very good.
she still does it. She does it more kitchen witchery stuff nowadays though. And
Well, it,
she's strong too. She's got it.
I know.
She's got whatever it is that we all hope to have. You know, she's got it. She still has it.
Well, she came in with it, and that's the big thing about magic. A lot of people are called to magic, as some of our readings say, but not everybody is chosen.
Right.
I mean,
Like
that
you said,
doesn't
she was
mean you
from
have to drop it. It just means that it chooses certain people to really come out with strong.
yeah, and she had it from the old world too, because her family was traceable way back. She could trace it back.
Oh,
Um,
this family witch, then.
yeah, it's built in
Oh,
power.
yeah.
And yeah, she is still going strong. She doesn't do that kind of thing anymore, right? She's got other priorities now. She's actually running a farm in, I
Well,
believe,
yeah, she's got
Oklahoma.
priorities.
Yeah, she's running a farm in like Oklahoma, a ranch. And
Boy,
I don't remember, Tim, did you ever meet Tufto?
Yes,
Her.
she worked in S1, S2, one of
S1.
the S shops.
Yeah, S1. She's the one that gave me the bag.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. I had no idea. She was cool as hell, bro. She's still cool as hell. I'd love to go up there. I don't think she's in Wisconsin. She's somewhere near Colorado, but not Colorado. But
Wyoming.
maybe, could be. Um,
Yeah.
but she's somewhere up there. And yeah, Tough Toe gave me that bag. There's a whole nother war story that I will not get into. But the bag is the remnant, right? The rest of it didn't matter. But the bag, she was
But
the one. Huh?
that bag, she must have spent some quality time on. Had carried it herself and gifted it to you,
Yeah.
because her essence was all over it.
Yeah.
'Cause
Her
I've had
power.
things I've carried in bags in particularly. Um, The woman's bag is inseparable from her, as you probably know. And so there's some people who change out bags like they change shoes. There's others of us that'll hold on to a bag until there's nothing left of it, as you well know. But when you get attached to a bag, you can put your hand in there and you can come out with exactly what you went in after, like in 2 seconds flat, especially if the bag's on for you. And you've prepared it and given it uh, magical charging to do as you wish.
Yeah.
Thanking it, of course, and thanking your bag for its service would be a very good thing to do.
Oh, I
Keep
have.
blessing going.
Yeah, I have, but I still
I'm
have it.
not saying you can use it again.
No, no.
I'm saying thank it for giving everything for you,
Mm,
because the spirit of the bag is her kindness and her compassion for you, and
yeah.
protection too. I mean, uh, things that I give my family, they'll look at it and say, "What is this?" And I said, "Sit with it a moment; it'll tell you." And it's like your quartz stones. You know what they're going to do. They're going to help you stay well. And if you need to talk to somebody, get through to them. Because telephones aren't always appropriate.
Right.
And you can, excuse me, my stomach's still a bit upset, but you can still use that bag for, uh, well, here recently, I charged up my bag before I put my things into it, charging them again as I put them in. Everything is a magical object with me,
Hmm.
including my clothes. And when you charge up that handbag, or a man bag, or whatever you want to call them, um, that keeps thieves off it. That keeps what you need in accessibility. Um, right, my makeup bag, that's always charged up, because I need all the help I can get.
Hmm.
You know, so it's like that. And when you're involved in magic like I am, and maybe Raven is, and I'm sure Raven is, there isn't anything in your house that doesn't have some sort of magical goings on with it. Uh, when you go out for groceries, a lot of people will go straight to processed food and get pizza and whatever else. And generally, you'll see a witch head right for the organics and go
Produce.
for the produce. And if she is a meat eater, which is debatable, she may not be,
Yeah.
you know, if she's a meat eater, she's going to probably buy grass fed. Some of that if she can afford it. There's that thought too. If you can't afford it, don't do it.
Right.
But once you start immersing yourself in the magical life, you'll see the benefit of, all right, maybe you're waitress in a restaurant, for an example. Okay, you're going to be wearing black or white, more than likely. It'll be, or the uniform colors. But we'll say black and white just for the sake of this talk. And black is absorbent of all colors, and white is a negation of all color. You know, and wearing them together is can be tricky because they negate each other.
Yep.
But the restaurant that has their people wearing black across the board make terrific tips. They really do. They can keep their focus when they're being somebody's hangry, and somebody doesn't like something or other. But they also can activate their own psychic talents because the waiter or waitress that brings a glass of water or another soda or what have you to the table gets a better tip across the board. She does, you know. So, and how much that's going to be, it's often up to her and her attitude,
Mm.
And the restaurateur sees it as the bigger that waitress tip is, better his quality has been, and that person's going to be back, regardless of how much the meal actually cost, and also selling up. So there's that, all because of black. Black and a good attitude. Black protects the server from unwarranted attack. How about that? It's all color. Now, if they're the sort that has to wear the white dress and apron, she's going to have to put her color where she can. Now we'll go to Alice. Remember Alice?
I
You know
remember
how they
Alice.
put those wonderful, wonderful doilies and their names on their chest in pink, you know? And Flo was a sassy waitress, but I'll bet she got good tips
Hmm.
because that influx of color saying, "You absolutely love me."
Yeah.
So you're talking color here too, and
Right.
that is
Colors
magical.
have vibrations attached to them.
Yes.
That is a quantum element. And I wanted to talk about quantum elements for a minute.
Okay.
Um, we imbue things. My friend Tufto imbued the bag, right? Imbuement is a big thing. Our own quantum link, like
Mhm.
you're talking about the colors and yeah, that what's the intent? Ah, the quantum link is right there. The intent, that's your core to all magic, right?
Mhm.
And that was something else that we do and we don't realize we do it. It's just built in. It's
Mhm.
built in. Like we all have, well, I've said this before, and I'll say it from the guys stuff. People who dote on their cars, they run good, they love them, they look good, they stay good forever. People who
Mhm.
like think their car is a piece of junk, they become a piece of junk. I have
Exactly.
a history of this. When I was living in El Paso, I don't know if y'all saw that little red car, the little red Cavalier that I had, right?
I remember it.
That car, the previous owner thought it was just a piece of junk. He was always having to fix it. He was always doing something to it, and it was just he thought. And when I bought it from, it was her ex, right? When we
Mhm.
bought it from him, he thought he had gotten over on us, and it was going to be a curse. That was one of the best cars I've ever owned. I We drove it for 7 years, and he couldn't stand it. It was
Yes.
I doted on it, right? Not as much as I dote on the stuff now because I didn't have the money to do it back then. It was tough times.
I
But,
doubt if you remember, my car was a little Malibu. Didn't amount to much of anything, but it could go.
I don't remember it. But
Okay. But
you'll
Storm did just what you're talking about.
yeah,
Blessed it
we
with his energy and essence, and that thing ran for us until we sold it.
we imbued it with our
Mhm.
happy vibes, our affection, etc., our good juju, and it
Even
lasted. Hmm?
even the Muggle studies have shown that if you're kind to your machines, you get better results. They don't
Yeah.
understand why that is, but studies have
Yeah.
shown if you're kind to your machine, you get better results.
Yeah.
When you call it a name, naming something takes from your essence, your soul, and gives it to the item or machine, like a talisman or an amulet, but machine will accept it as well. And we've always done this with our vehicles and had terrific luck with them.
Yeah.
And
Same, same.
mhm,
I didn't name the Cavalier, but I was always paying attention to, you know, something, right? I was
mhm,
always on about something as much as I could, as much as I possibly could, and it it didn't do. And this car I got now, people make fun of the red car, the Hyundai that I have. People make fun of
mhm.
it because it comes from that era of Hyundai when, well, this isn't a car show. This is a magic item show, but my cars are magic items. Okay. Um, it comes from the era of Hyundai where they had gone from the Econobox cheap export to they were trying to get into the big car, the wider car market with all these other models. Because back then they before this family of cars, they only had like the Excel and just like they had like three models in the United States.
I remember.
Right. And then they got bigger and they got better. And this one, right? I believe it was 2001 to 2006 model year. They came out with an SUV. They had three or four different sedans and coupes. Nobody had a coupe. They had a coupe, and it was they were coming in, but people still didn't take them seriously. But they had the serious hardware in them. That's why,
Right.
and I
My son
named mine.
has one
Yeah, I
from
named
that
mine
era.
Handles. What was that?
See, my son has one. It's still running, and my son has the gift, very much so. And he doesn't just talk to his car. When he goes by it, he caresses it.
I do the same thing. I
Uh-huh. Well, it's his vehicle. It's his way to get from point A to point B. He's fond of it.
yeah.
And that car is responded to him, kept him out of trouble in many ways, and gone when it should have just collapsed. But here it is, just keeping on going because it loves him back.
Mhm.
And I think they do eventually pick up a sort of tulpa essence, if you will, you know, where they're happy to do as much as they can within the limitations of being a vehicle.
Right. I
Yeah.
think other tools do this too. I
Yes.
think
Oh,
anytime
yeah.
you pick anytime you pick up a tool, you should be asking, what if this machine has a soul? You know,
Yeah, yeah.
I
And
mean,
I have a KitchenAid I have had for, oh gee, 25 years. And KitchenAid's a very fine machine. And when I first brought it out, I touched it and, you know, told it it was mine and that we were going to bake and cook some fine things with it. And told it who I was and what I intended, and that it would be out on the counter at all times from then on. And it has been. And that thing has a mind of its own. I one time wanted to marinate something, and yeah, you could do that in a mixer that had the bowl size I wanted.
mhm,
And I set that meat in there and had it ready to go, and that machine would not open up. It would not let me take it out. And I'm like, what is your problem today? And then I smelled it, and that meat had gone off. And it wasn't going to let me poison myself.
Yeah.
Well, I said, okay. I said, it's bad meat. I'm not going to use it. I'm sorry that you were exposed to it.
yeah,
I washed the entire thing because I'm a germaphobe. And that's another matter, too. But I'm a germaphobe. And every bit of that machine got washed and out in its pieces and so forth before I ever put it back together again.
Mhm.
And There's been other times I can't think of them off the top of my head, but that one came to mind right off.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
So
I keep it on or near me at all times. Uh, I have this, my
Nice.
Leatherman.
oh
I have
yeah,
I have thought about replacing it so many times with a newer model,
It,
but this
it
thing,
won't be the same.
it won't be the same. I
it's
actually
for
was,
you.
yeah, I have had this, I believe, for almost 20 years now.
Hmm.
And people look at it and they're like, why don't you get a new one? I'm like, it don't need replacing. It's still tough as nails. It will not wear out. And I don't even want to get it. It's got a chip on one of the screwdrivers. I don't want to repair it. It's fine. That chip
See, and
is,
that's what I would call a talisman,
yeah. Well, it's a
Yeah.
tool,
an
right?
amulet. No, again, a talisman in a blah 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 blah. A talisman and a uh, oh gosh, amulet. Both have their things to do, but
Hmm.
it's on you all the time. What what more would you like from a talisman?
Right. Well,
You
hey,
know?
welcome to the show, Raven. Welcome back. Thanks for coming in. How are you doing? I heard.
I
Go ahead.
I I've been sick all week. I've been sick all week. So I threw some makeup on and threw on a hat. And it's such an exciting topic.
I know it was. This is a hard one to give up, huh? Now, we were just talking about the magical uses
Well,
for
if you can bear
just
with me.
mundane things.
Yeah. I've been listening. And yeah, if you can put up with me coughing and hacking a little bit, I'll try not to.
Okay.
And I'll step aside if I gotta blow my nose, okay?
Well, I was sitting here as we were talking, and I'm looking at the stuff on my desk, and I realized I had bought a long time ago. I bought these little things for paint, right? They're just little acrylic little containers for paint. There's for like
Hmm.
beads
Yeah.
and bolts and paint. And I'm thinking, wait a minute, I don't need to use acrylic uh epoxy resin. I could just use hot glue. Get bigger ones of these because the discs are a little bit bigger than the thing, right? Just a little bit bigger. So get bigger ones, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, these copper discs, man, these are heavy. These are like industrial.
Do you have a Dollar Tree?
Yeah, several.
They have like 6 of those. They have all different sizes of those containers, those little acrylic containers.
Mhm.
And
Sometimes
there's usually
in the
like 6 in a
medicine
bag.
side.
Yeah.
I'm gonna.
Yeah.
That's where I got these. I got these at Dollar Tree,
Okay.
and I thought, oh well, I can use those for paint. But
I'll
yeah,
give you what Dollar Tree is the witch's answer to
Best
prayer.
oh, I
friend.
love it.
Yeah, I know. I love that store. Only now it's not a
Tiny
dollar.
jars.
Oh
galore.
yeah. Oh hey howdy.
It's the $1.25 tree now.
Oh,
Yes, it is here in Illinois. It's
I'll
no longer the
forgive them.
Dollar Tree.
I will
That's
forgive them.
okay.
They can stay.
Yes.
God
And,
help
oh,
them they go up anymore.
Yeah.
and here is the diagram, the technical diagram. I just whipped it up right now. I'll just throw it up here, right? This is the technical diagram for, you have the copper on the bottom, right? And then the
Okay.
crystal will be above the copper. Whoops. The crystal will be above the copper,
Okay.
right? In
Mhm.
hot glue. And then you have the coils, which is just some very structured version of this. Remember this?
Mhm.
Hmm.
Remember those?
Oh
Mhm.
That's
yeah.
copper. That's copper wire around.
Mhm.
The friend made it. Sarah's y'all's friend, Tim. I forget her name that came in, right? But she made
Kristen.
Kristen. She
Okay.
didn't realize she was putting together copper coils on top of crystal. I'm like, huh, that's something. And then you have the radiators, which are like, imagine this. the electric stove top, the
Yeah.
little swirls.
Yeah.
Mhm.
We've seen that in ancient etchings and writings, and
Mhm.
then it'll all go inside of an acrylic container, and I can use hot glue, kitchen witchery,
Yeah.
using not expensive items, but it then becomes a very expensive item, pagan made, right?
Ooh. Oh.
I don't know
Kind
if
of,
you
sort of, huh?
I don't know if you saw my message to you in the chat from the first hour, but your quartz crystals in that plastic bag, they hate being held in plastic.
They
Oh.
do.
And if you even just cardboard, if you've got a little cardboard box, anything, they hate plastic.
Okay, well, they're actually in a cardboard box right now. I'll do that.
Or a
Oh, good.
little basket, a wicker basket, something made of natural materials, even a cloth.
So one of the reasons they do that is because they have a tendency to grab the first light they can get a hold of, and they'll burn their way through.
Okay, well,
So
I can put them. That plastic bag is going away. I don't need it. I've got a whole slew of these things, right?
Let's face it, everything but that plastic eating worm hates plastic.
Yeah. I can't stand plastic. I got rid of all my Tupperware. I just hate it. I can't stand
do
it.
I don't have very much of it. I have some,
And
you
those
know,
plastic
because I
bags
have
you
to
put-
have something that I, can send food out of here with people. But
it's-
I've come to not care for it very much.
it just has a bad energy. I don't like drinking soda out of those plastic things either, but
Well,
I kind of have to. So I go with the cans.
I've got a
Aluminum's
steel
not much
one,
better, but I mean,
and
Yeah.
that's got all my positive reinforcement, like that which does not kill you gives you a bad attitude. You know?
or dark coping methods.
Oh yeah.
But I think I'm going to go back to Dollar Tree and look for 2-inch, because these are 1-inch. This little one, these are just little 1-inch ones, right? I'm going to see if
Yeah.
I can find 2-inch somewhere, because those are like an inch and an eighth, and make some amulets. I don't know what's going to happen. I really don't. And like I said in the first hour, am I going to start shooting lightning? I don't know.
I don't know. I think personally, I think that quartz would prefer to breathe, and putting them into a substance like, go say, plastic,
Yeah.
whether it's the glue or an item, what have you, I don't think you're gonna like what comes out of it. It's just a feeling I have. The that particular kind of amulet's fabulous to make. You start charging that thing up with your own intention and energies, and it'll take off. It
Mm.
it will. Now
Well,
you can hit it with some electricity if you want to. If I was you, I'd throw some intention in there too, and see what
always.
takes off.
Yeah, always. I mean, magic items are not that hard to make. I mean,
No,
it's
they're
not
easy.
like the staff, Tim. That staff, that was something different. That had a whole. Oh man, the staff was something else, right?
Which staff were you talking about? What staff?
I had
His
a
oak
staff,
staff that he built from a
tree in a
tree
church.
in a holy ground.
The story. I didn't.
Yeah,
know there
it's
was-
legendary.
Like fun.
It's my little legend. The Tale of Mjol. I
Nice.
named the stick Mjol.
Spell it. Spell it.
MJOL.
Oh, Mio. Okay, got it.
Okay. It was. I was in the army, and I was at the Chapel 1, and we had this square building with a courtyard in the middle that was for activities. Okay. And they were planning on doing some activities. So they said, Alan, go get out all the brush, get out all the stuff. We're going to start using it again. and I started. Well, something happened and I got distracted. They put me on something else. So it stayed there. But while I was there, while I was cleaning up, there was a tree. I was practicing Buddhism at the time. And I also respected the spirit of the trees, right? Well, this is a whole tree. This is not, a scrub brush or a something like that. This is not weeds. This is a whole tree. And it was up there. And as I was cutting it, I was telling it, I'm sorry, I have to do this. I don't have a choice. And thank you for being here. Meditating, Buddhist style. I was deep into Buddhist studies at the time. And then I got pulled away. I hadn't pulled out any of the brush yet. Most of it disintegrated, turned to dust, whatever. It's a desert. But not the tree. The tree seasoned, right? And while I was cutting it, and I got impatient and I just kind of, but it was green. So it splintered and bent. And I said, and I cut it the rest of the way. So it had an uneven break, right? Like that, right?
Mhm.
Okay. And then I got called away. It stayed there for a year and it seasoned. And I was like, I went, they said, okay, Alan, get back to cleaning the thing up. Why ain't it done yet? I'm like, well, you told me not to, Army. So I
Oh
go back
yeah.
there. Yeah. I go back there and I'm like, hey, this tree is still here. And now it's been in the desert for a year, but semi protected in walls, right? But open sky. And now I've started to learn Wiccan. So we were all about making stuff, right? And doing, pots of soil and, um, meditating on blessing and, your 101 entry level, fuzzy bunny stuff. Okay. Well, I had a perfect opportunity. I had a perfect opportunity right here. So what I did was I made it into a walking stick. So I thought, right? And again, I thanked it. This was a churchyard. I was meditating the whole time I was doing it because you don't leave Buddhism, right?
No.
You remember that forever.
Yeah.
And I thanked it and it became Mule. I just named it Mule, right? Took it everywhere. It fit perfectly in the dashboard of my little truck. Perfectly. It just sat there perfectly. It was like it was made for it. I couldn't believe it. And so many people, it caught their eye. It's a wooden stick, right? The most finishing I ever did was some like I never used chemicals from the hardware store. I always used natural oils, right? To preserve it. And it being seasoned wood, that broken end wouldn't splinter. Okay. It was like barnwood. Barnwood doesn't hurt you. You can run your hand over barnwood all day and it'll just not hurt you. It'll scratch you, but it won't splinter off into you, right?
Yeah.
And so many people, they just like, wow, that stick is really awesome. I'm like, thanks, you know. But then the haunted girl happened. Remember that story? The haunted
You
girl?
do?
The
Yes,
one that
sir.
threw her husband across the house? Okay. She had the same reaction. She was like she couldn't stop looking at it. And she reached over and it threw a splinter so deep into her knuckle right here that it was like instantly infected and swelled right there.
Whoa.
Instantly.
Boy,
It was
bad
like
juju
Wow.
on that one, huh?
it was like ow. I don't think she had even touched it. And me and dude looked across at each other like we're like just like instantly, and it was completely. It did not like her at all, right? So she
There's
runs
some
to the
things that
bathroom.
don't.
That's Mule, okay. And from that point, and then I thought about it. I was like, wait a minute, and it had said, "Why do you bring an item of such power?" I'm like, what? What? What are you talking about? Item of such power? I'm like, I've got a little pewter pendant on. By the way, it was just a bauble. It was nothing, right? It was like a nothing. The stick, however, that was something. Okay. And many people wanted it. Okay. It got stolen along with some other stuff, but it got stolen. And I'm sorry, you're bringing whatever this is onto yourself. Okay, this is
Relics
Oh
are
not the
like
kind of
boy.
that.
thing you steal.
Oh,
You know,
That
but
is
I would love to be able to follow that up and know what happened to whoever it was, because something did.
yeah, I bet
yeah.
that stick is still out there, and I left it on guard duty, and it understands, right? Made by first of all a soldier. Okay,
Hmm.
Yes.
we know guard duty.
Too
And
well.
yeah, and that was mule. That's not the kind of thing we're talking about now, right?
Mm.
That is more of a relic, a holy item, because
Yeah.
it came from a churchyard, made with love and gratitude, and
Do you know
confirmed
what kind
by
of tree it was?
what's up.
What kind of tree?
I'm pretty sure it was an oak tree.
Oh, is there they in deep kimchi?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
whatever happened to that person, they brought it on themselves. And I've noticed that I don't know what has to do with anything, right? But people who would try to come up on people who were muggles, right? Muggles who would try to hurt me or my ex, they had really bad stuff happen to them. Really bad. Like died. Okay, got
Mm-hmm.
shot, got run over in the freakest of accidents. Okay, that I mean, when they were actually trying to hurt us. I don't know if the staff had anything to do with it, but
Oh,
it
probably
didn't hurt.
that
Hmm.
that among other things in your place, you know.
Yeah, and that was oh yeah, and oh I had something happen one time. This is interesting. This is not about holy items, but stuff in my place. Okay, you mentioned that, and there was a thing involved using kitchen witchery items, right?
Mm-hmm.
Y'all will both know a warding spell, right?
Oh yeah.
Mhm.
There is, and this is used kitchen witchery. Okay, now the thing was the recipe, if you would, was take a pie pan and put salt in it, and then put vinegar in it, and place it on top of something, and it will ward off, right?
That'll get rid of negative spirits. Yes.
Bad vibes and
Oh
negative spirits.
yeah.
Not it's not a fighting spell, it's a ward,
Huh.
right?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I didn't have a pie pan, and it's really windy in El Paso. Pie pans fly all over the place. But what I did have was aluminum drink cans. So I cut an aluminum drink can, the bottom of it off, and I used it the same way.
Uh
It worked. It
huh.
worked.
Uh huh.
It totally worked. And there, let's see, what's the scientific principles behind this before we imbue it? Okay,
Mhm.
you have aluminum. That is a radiator. That is a conductor. It is lightweight. It is very conductive.
Mhm.
You have salt, which is also conductive, and you have vinegar. That's an acid.
And
Okay.
a purifier. Don't forget that.
Well, the purifier, that's not a that's a mystical attribute. I'm talking about the scientific attributes, right?
So
Okay.
it will
Yeah.
purify water too. I'm saying from a scientific point of view, salt is a purifier.
Oh yeah, 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 yeah. Salt is
Okay.
it dehydrates.
Yes.
It's electrical. It's got electrical properties. Well, that and then we imbue it, right?
Mhm.
After we put it together, then we imbue it, and it becomes a kind of good vibes generator. It takes what it can get, it puts it through the process, and it puts out good vibes. And bad vibes, bad juju, bad spirits don't like being around that kind of stuff. They tend to walk away from that. Not
Run.
it's not a fighting what?
They run.
Right. It's not a fighting.
Particularly if your intention is strong.
It's a ward. It's not a fighting spell. It's not like when you're fighting in something coming after you, an actively conscious thing, right?
No, it's more of a
Passive.
oh yeah. It's something you put out when you notice things are going wrong in your kitchen. You notice
Yeah,
things are going
right.
wrong in your household. Family dynamics are I'm sorry, I'm going to sneeze.
Oh, that's okay. But it's a passive thing that happens. It's not like an actively, well, I cast fireball. No, that's different.
Yeah.
Okay. It's like Catholics, when they think something's really going wrong, they put crucifixes up, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's the same type of thing, but they're calling on a different element.
Yeah.
Okay.
Warning's
And
warning.
Yeah, it's still
taking
warning.
over.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like,
Yeah.
keep on going. Bypass this house. Just keep on
Right.
moving.
Right. Well, that's something that is. Now, when you talk of magical items now, well, I've talked about coils and copper crystals, and thank you for your input. You're helping me flesh out the idea some more, right? I'm also like on the outside of it, on the muggle side of it, they'll sell really well. They'll sell really great, on the outside of it. But now I'm thinking about, instead of encasing them in anything, having them open, I'm thinking like this. And this is the kind of thing, Tim,
Yes, sir.
does your car have the keyless entry and all that stuff?
Yes, it's awesome.
Okay.
It feels like magic every time I
Right.
touch it. Every
Right.
time I touch it, I'm like, oh my God, I live in the fucking future. Excuse me. We're on the late show.
Right.
We're on the late show.
Mhm.
It's like your magic amulet to get into your magical horseless carriage that runs on magic.
Yeah.
It's like,
Carry this magic stone in your pocket, and suddenly you have keyless entry.
right.
Welcome,
Right.
Master.
Yeah.
Come
and-
in and do what you will, and we will take you where you want to go.
But if you
Magic
forget that
carpet.
stone anywhere, thud. Oh,
And do
man.
Nothing.
Shoulder
Got
out of
brick.
socket.
I have a brick under my seat in the Jeep to keep me grounded and keep me paying attention, which comes in handy when you're on long, road trips. But a witch friend of mine said, put a brick underneath your seat to keep you, because I have a tendency,
grounded.
especially if it's boring, I'm so in my head anyway. I'm not really, I'll drive 10 miles and not remember a thing, because I'm so in my head and I just automatically, yeah. So to keep me present, she said, put a brick underneath your seat. So I carry this brick underneath my seat.
It's
I
also
hadn't
very
heard that.
good if somebody's trying to make off their car. You
Or if
bash
my
them over
car
the
should
head.
go in the river or something and I got the
Yeah.
window, I can use the brick to bash a window out to get
Yeah.
escape, I guess. I didn't think about that. Yeah.
I
Those
too have
wonderful little hammers.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I'm sorry, Tim.
I too have oddities in my vehicle. I have a knife and a couple of rocks. The rocks, it was the same reason to keep me grounded, but also the practical purpose of you never know when you're just going to need that rock.
I don't know how I got in there, but I know I needed it.
and the knife, it serves practical purposes too.
Oh yeah.
Right.
I mean, I live country life, for those that don't know.
Yeah. practical.
I have been a city slicker for the last 50 years. And I do stuff like that still because I never know, even know if I'm gonna come along and see an animal trapped in a fence or any one of a myriad of things. And I was a Girl Scout. I am prepared.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Scream is echoing the sentiment here. I've got a bag of crystal sand from Destin, Florida under my Jeep seat. No kidding. It's a thing, it seems. Yep.
Nice.
I come to think of it, in my Hyundai, in my red car, I have the center console has like a forward compartment. It's full of stones from places I've gone. It's
Yeah.
full of stones from places I've gone. I'm like, well, yeah. Jeep wave to Raven.
Like, yeah, a lot of the old magics, came from places of practicality. They didn't just pop up and say, "Oh, look here, we're gonna play magic." No, no, no. It's not like that. You found a stone, you liked it was pretty, had a little hole in it, so you put a cord through it and you wore it, and it got your essence on it, because that's what gems do. Maybe it's a white quartz, and suddenly your luck's better. But what's
Yes.
gone different? Gee, I started wearing this wonderful little necklace. It happens for those reasons. How many of us have been kids and have the pocket of holding? You know what I'm saying?
Oh, I still do.
Yeah,
Oh,
I have
yeah.
one of
yeah.
these in each pocket. This is a new mite that to keep me grounded. Then I have a rose quartz, and I have a jade and a pocket knife, and then my little St. Joan of Arc medal. And I never leave the house without these things, especially these two things.
Yeah.
Keep me grounded.
Well, and I found a wonderful quartz rosary years and years ago, and it went into the magic pocket, and I always carried that thing, and I very seldom had a really serious problem when I was a kid. I've had a couple, of course, but the other thing that was in there was a penny, and a wooden button that had a ship carved into it.
Huh.
Now,
cool.
what was interesting about that thing, it's white. I believe it's painted white. It has never lost its color, ever. And
That's got some divinity touch to it.
Yes, and it was given to me by my aunt, who made a very big difference in my life. My life wasn't easy as a youngster, and she made it better in many respects.
Yeah.
And she had those wonderful buttons. She says, "Well, I'm not going to use them. You may have it." And she gave me all 5 of them. She said, "Don't give them away. You don't give away your luck." So I never did. But I have gifted them over time to people I cared very deeply for. And that always told me who cared for me back.
Yeah. It is an hour. Time for a break. It's time for a break. We're at an hour. It is break time. So let me go ahead and I need coffee. I see my magic mug has gone empty and it's gone dark. So it's time for everybody to get refills, bio breaks, etc. So
I need to find a Kleenex. I'll be back in just a second.
Okay, yeah.
I gotta find a Kleenex.
Am I holding the fort?
I'll hold with you.
I won't be long.
Okay.
Just gotta blow my nose.
I'll hold with you.
Watch for
Okay. Oh, it's like the grounding essential with all the energies we're bothered with these days. Yeah. You've heard of the old witch bottles. You live in Alabama.
I live in Arkansas.
Arkansas. It doesn't matter. Any of those states.
Witch bottles, though. Yeah,
witch
I'm familiar
bottles.
with them.
Yeah, now those things can go
I keep
either
them in my
way.
closet.
Well, it's traditional. The ones that intend harm, which good witches don't harm anybody if they can effectively avoid it. But the ones that would hold evil went in the river, and someone I consider a friend of mine had involved themselves in that rescue at the river in Texas, and had found a whole cache of them.
Ooh.
I mean, he had found many of them. Didn't understand what they were. I said, "Didn't open them, did you?" Well,
Oh,
no.
please no.
I said, "Don't leave it alone, because you don't want what's in there flying off onto you, because it surely will."
Yeah.
But those kinds of things are malignant in the extreme. I mean the extreme. That is the part and parcel of evil magic in my book. And the person who creates one of those literally takes a bit of their own soul to create them. That's how bad they are. A witch bottle.
Oh.
For evil intention.
Oh. Yeah.
And they can literally destroy you, bit by bit by bit. And you had an active hand in helping. It's silly to use them. I hope I have water here. Cold pills.
I've only had good bottles. Mine contain tiny little worlds, mostly. And I've had a few good intention bottles that have been given to me when I had cancer, and I keep them as treasures.
They are treasures. They're still working for you.
Yeah, but I think that when you encounter a bottle that has weird substances inside, you should just avoid it. It's none of your business.
Don't break them. I mean,
that applies to a lot of things.
I think the first instinct is to go break them.
No.
Because your guts say, "Oh my God, this is horrible." Because you instinctively you will recognize that they're not good.
Yeah.
And for God's sake, don't break them. Don't do anything. Leave them alone where they're at. If you have to gather them up, be damn sure you don't break them. What these guys would do is put all sorts of noisome things in it, and not going to go too far with it because I don't want somebody getting their panties in a twist and decide to make one. But in the old days, if someone had a wound, they would milk it into the jar. Now, do I have to go further? Do we get the picture?
Gotcha.
We don't.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
And hi, Aussie. Hi, Samo. Who else is out there? There's Scream Engine, of course.
He's calling me West Coast Tim with the flu sound.
Yeah. And there is Aussie Boss. And let's see who else got Rachel and Renee, of course. Hi, girls. And let's see, we're kind of on the short side. Most of these guys are, in fact, really everybody that in our chat tonight looks like they've got their head on straight. Blue Rider, there he is. And if somebody is made a bottle against you, and that happens sometimes too, don't open it. Call your friendly neighborhood witch and get the thing blessed. Never ever open it and don't break it.
Did you bury them? Or do you neutralize them? Yeah.
Yeah, and you salt them, and there's a priest could deactivated if he believes. Yes, there are priests who don't believe. Okay,
Yeah.
there are.
Well,
But
what is it that makes them so powerful?
Belief.
well, belief, knowing. It's not belief, it's knowing. And it's the amount of evil intention towards it. That's some of it. A real hatred towards the person that it's aimed at. I mean, a real one, not just somebody pissed me off at cards tonight, so I'm going to curse them. No, we're talking about the real damn deal here. But if there's a cache of them, leave them alone. Leave them right where they're at. You know, if you need to bless it, you can bless it. People can bless. It doesn't. You don't have to have any special credentials or anything like that.
No.
You know, bless them and leave them alone.
Yeah. I've never ran across one, a bad one. Do you think that there is a degree of Santeria or voodoo in the making of them?
Depends on if the person is making them is into that particular field or tradition.
Does that make them any more potent?
Not more so, no. They're still bad.
Just makes it more none of my business.
You know, it just
because of the tradition that it's from.
I think there's more fear attached to those religions.
Yeah,
so
seeing it makes
the individual seeing it
inside.
Yeah,
scared. It's just restrictive. It's like no.
Like yeah,
way.
Yeah,
you know?
Yeah.
What?
No,
What are you?
Yeah, we went into the bottles. Which bottles?
Which bottles?
Oh, okay. I was
if you should encounter a mound of witch bottles buried somewhere, what you would do with them, that sort of thing.
Leave them alone.
If they're for some reason, you don't need to know what.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah, it falls under this is none of my business. You know, and I don't know how long, you know, some of these people would literally throw disease stuff in it, dead animals, you name it.
Oh,
I've seen these as curses. Yeah, I've seen them as blessings.
It depends on the individual who's making the bottle and what their intention is.
Right.
I've seen them done well, done good, for good, and they're very, very they're good. They're soothing, especially if a household is really in a mess, you know, where there's constant screaming and misunderstanding and crying and so forth. You can make up a bottle, you put your tears in it, and say, "I want this house calm again." You know, this is what I'm giving towards that, and depending on who you worship, if you worship anybody, if you worship nobody, give it to the earth, give it to the sky, give it to the sun, the moon, east, west, north, and south. You know, make my household calm again. And put flowers in it and pretty things, and you know, offer the happy deities something to work with. And that works extraordinarily well too, without the magma and evil of a curse.
Right.
You know, it's all intention. Everything is intention.
Yes, because everything is energy.
Right.
I've even seen recipes to call for putting in some kind of something sweet, like a wrapped mint or a little chocolate.
Hard candy.
For the sweetness of life, you know.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've just thrown some things out there off the top of my head. Soap to cleanse the heart spot. You know, just do you. And that works. And never ever open that bottle again, because again, let the magic out.
I think I'm going to make one tonight. I feel inspired. I'm serious.
An old wine bottle, or even a beer bottle work. Take the outside. Take the outside out. Take it off. Be respectful.
Yeah, I save all the glass bottles of everything. They're glass. Yeah. And
bury it near your altar. You have an altar. I know you do.
Several.
So, the altar you're most fond of, put your happiness there.
That's a great idea. Yeah.
If you don't have a household altar and don't believe in that way, and that's fine. There's nothing wrong with it. Put it near your front door. In the ground, underneath, where it's not going to get broken and it's not going to be a hazard to anybody, because that won't be a good thing. Bells are used for some of the older magics. I have a witch's bell on my door on both ends, and it makes my chihuahua crazy. She doesn't like the sound of it, but it lets me know if somebody's coming in and out. And those bells are blessed with happiness and welcome and goodness and grace.
Right. Yeah, these are magical items. If you're just coming in, we're talking magical items, not necessarily the strictly woo things, but technology, magic wands that are remotes, the fire stick, or the Ifrit's touch. I love that name, the touch of the Ifrit. I love that. And flashlights, right? Magic mirrors. Look, tell me that's not a mirror, okay? You're looking at stuff. That's a mirror.
That's a black mirror.
That's a scrying mirror. You have an access to. We talked about that, Raven. We have access to
a sacred one that is in a temple in Japan, and it's one of 3 artifacts of their very first emperor, who was supposed to be the son of Amasaratu, I think is the goddess's name over there in this particular part of Japan. Anyway, point is, one of those 3 things was a round black magic mirror, basically, and it was said that he could see everything going on all over the world in this thing. And Odin was rumored to have something similar to that given to him by the Asgard. I don't know which.
The witches from knowing.
Yeah, I looked it up. I looked it up. Japan's sacred black mirror refers to the Yara Nogami, one of the 3 sacred treasures of Japan, symbolizing wisdom and honesty, housed in the Ise Grand Shrine, represented by reflecting reality, though its actual appearance is hidden, and its significance is to Amaterasu. You said that?
Amaterasu.
Amaterasu, the sun goddess and Japanese imperial legitimacy.
Right. And Scream Engine, it's scrying, as in to look.
Right, scrying. What is,
yes.
Not crying. Crying, that's a different kind of. That's just your Walmart, right? That's Walmart.
We all cry at Walmart.
This is an obsidian.
On your theme, all wizards carry scrying tools.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Not just a looking glass, but a black mirror, and it's called a scrying mirror. See, it's SCRY.
And you can make it out of any mirror.
Yeah.
Just by painting the backside of it black. But I just heard about this today. That there's a special way you need to charge them. There's a lady shaman that was recently interviewed on the Inspired channel. I can't think of her name. Something Soul, SOL, last name. Shoot. Anyway, she works with them in her shamanic stuff to help do soul retrieval that she was talking about. And you have to make your black mirror at a certain time of the moon phase, which she did not mention what that phase was. Maybe she'll have it on her website. But
the full moon. You
that's
either do it at the full moon
that's
or
what I
the
would
dark.
guess. Yeah.
Depends on what you want to see.
So have you made one?
Right.
Mhm.
Yeah, I made one too, and I didn't know to do that. So I don't. Maybe that's why it didn't work for me. Probably.
You know, it may not be your kind of magic.
That's true too.
I'll tell you honestly, I'm no good with the crystal ball. I'm just not good with it.
I
Crystals
love
are
crystal
more your
balls.
speed, Raven.
I
I've
love
never
crystal
really.
balls.
I do too.
Oh, I love they're beautiful.
But
I just
I
am
see
not.
if I can't find a vision any other way, if I can't find my mind's eye, a crystal ball is the perfect place to look for it.
Mm.
And
Yeah.
don't you love the storekeeper's warning? Be sure to keep it covered with a cloth. And
Yes.
the person says,
Yeah.
and the person says, is it
Because
because
it'll
of
get
the spirit?"
dusty.
And she says, no, because if the sun hits it, it'll burn your house down.
yeah,
Right.
Yeah, we'll do that. There's numerous.
we'll start a fire. Yeah.
Yeah, that angle is how is the glasses and the crystal, the quartz. I like quartz crystal balls. If I'm going to get any answer at all, I'm going to get it through one of those.
Yeah.
But if that crystal hits just right, you created a laser.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
Right.
did. You know what?
Wow.
Regarding Scream's comment down here, I'm
Mhm.
down with the mirrors or portals idea.
Yeah.
My sister's husband is scared to death of this stuff, right? And so she put up a mirror, just a regular, fix your hair mirror in the hallway.
Uh-huh.
And they had me watch the house one weekend while they had a business trip, and I was like, cool, I'll do that, take care of the dogs, whatever. And I put a sticky note on the side of this mirror and it had kind of, it was like not an ornate frame, but think more like bought at a furniture store fancy frame, right? Instead
Etching.
of a little bit,
Mhm.
not super fancy, but not
You
just
have to be.
black metal thing, black plastic thing.
It was
And
nude.
it was pretty,
Right.
it was pretty. It had a flavor to it. And I put a sticky note on it that said, definitely not a portal.
I love it.
Oh
Of course,
That is
that went
hilarious.
over
no!
exactly
He
how I
hates
thought
you
it
now,
would.
doesn't he? Oh my
That's
God.
hilarious. So did that work?
It worked. Well, all mirrors are portals, yeah. But it's how
They
much
can
you
be.
want them to be, right?
But at least
Right.
she wasn't afraid of
And-
it anymore, right? That was the
What's that?
point. She
And
wasn't afraid
intent,
of. Oh, I'm sorry.
also intent and design. Think about fiber optic networks. Think about lightning in a bottle,
Mhm.
literally.
Yeah.
I've got a good story about mirrors.
Do
Yeah.
tell.
My
I think-
mom. I'm sorry, you were saying?
Go ahead, Tim.
I
You were
think
finished.
that in the future that vast arrays of communication network will be directly based on light. It's just something I'm
I
seeing.
agree.
Hmm. Yeah.
My mother had a mirror that was about 3 feet across and about 4 feet tall. And it was round. It had a lovely wooden frame for it. Thing was probably about 150 years at that time old. And when I was a youngster, when I was in my teens, I could move things. I was good at it. And that, if I got ticked off, things started moving. Okay. And this is the poltergeist phenomena is really more about an untrained witch than it is, or untrained psychic than
Yeah.
it is about anything evil going on. But I got that mirror swinging one day, and my mom turned around. She's watching this thing with just abject horror, you know. She turned around and she looked at me and stomped her foot. She goes, "You wrecked my mirror. I'm just gonna paddle you." I was 21, and I'm like, "You gonna get help or what?" You know? She looked at me and stomped her feet. "I'll make you do every chore in this house." I said, "Ooh, ah, oh." It just served to make her madder. And I stopped playing with her mirror. Okay. And she goes, that damn mirror is my mother's and it's 150 years old and doggone it, I don't want it broken. I said, "Stop pissing me off." You know, she didn't want me to go out that night. I was going out that night and I did go out that night, you know. But no, she watched me. She says, "You're going out even though I told you no." I said, "Mother, your obligation towards me ended 4 years ago. I think you can lay off the do as mommy says."
Right.
You know?
So did you inherit the mirror?
No,
What happened to the mirror? Did you break it?
no, I didn't do it.
I didn't do it.
I didn't do it. My stepmother looked into the mirror and it shattered.
Oof.
Mhm. Dad was keen on remarrying right away. I knew what was up. And
Oh my God.
she looked in the mirror to fix her hair for her wedding day, and that mirror shattered.
Oh my God. And she still went ahead with the wedding? I
Mhm.
mean, if that's not some kind of an obvious clue that something's wrong here,
Yeah,
I don't
really.
know what is.
Dad looked at me. She said, told me to knock that off. I said, "I didn't do it," which ought to give you some strong thought. You
Yeah.
know. No, I'm sure my mother ended up doing it, but
What happened?
that
then?
well, their marriage was just as rotten as my mother's and his marriage was. Obviously, I mean, a broken mirror right off the
Yeah,
bat.
right off the bat.
So she
I
got
had an
through
outdoor
that
wedding
first
in a
7
rave.
years of bad luck, okay? She ran through that like a champ. Second set of 7 years, she had gotten a compact of my mother's. It had mirrors in it.
Yeah.
She dropped it.
Mm.
And it blew up. It went all over the room. It was so pissed.
Wow.
And another 7 years, and that didn't go as well. I don't know. It was not. It. She should have just took her hint, you know. But that same mirror, my mother was soon after I had that conversation with her. She was in the hospital and she was not well. She was about ready to go, and she had told a nurse that things moved around me.
Mhm.
Nurse is like, "Dear, you're delusional.
You
You know, now you'll be just fine." You know what I'm saying? Just
Yeah.
trying to soothe her. And I walked in. And Mom looked at me. She says, "Lynn, move something." And there was a platform on wheels that's used to move a patient.
Mhm.
Yeah, it took a dive. You know, went to the floor and it flew out the door. Nurse screamed, crossed herself several times, and left. I don't know. Was it my deodorant? I couldn't tell you. So anyway, I looked at Mom. I said, "What was the point of that?" She goes, "I was getting tired of her shit." See, I got it on a stone, right? Everybody knows now.
Right. Right. So yeah, I'm sure she swapped schedules or
No,
rooms.
she wouldn't go back in that room for nothing.
I
Nobody.
bet. I bet.
Mm-mm.
So she swapped with somebody else and took their schedule or rooms, probably. Oh my gosh.
It was like,
So that your nurse story, the nurse's story reminds me of Nurse Julie, the hospice nurse. She is all the time talking about, now she specializes in, practical end of life care, right? And that's what she
another
mostly talks
an influencer.
about. I guess so. Yeah, I
Okay.
guess she is. She does shorts and things, but
Okay.
her most interesting things are when the people are just about to pass. Now these are just, people naturally going on.
Yeah.
And Scream knows who I'm talking about. All right, Nurse Julie, the hospice nurse. She talks about,
She's good.
yeah,
I've seen her.
she talks about when patients are on their way out in the last little while, and they will start talking to their husbands' wives that died before them,
That happens.
and
Yes.
they come back for them because their veil, they are 1 foot on here on this side, 1 foot on the other side already.
Right.
And this, now we see people, they get older and they get weak and we get gray, etc., right?
Hmm.
But that's not the spirit. The spirit
Right.
stays a youth, vibrant thing. Yoda said it. Beings of light we are, not this crude matter, and that's what happens. And
That's right.
but we also have self-image, right? I don't see what you see me as, how you see me. I don't see myself like that, right? In my mind's eye, I see myself like when I was 30. You know, I had just grown my hair back out. I was still buff, you
Prime
know.
of life. Prime of life is how they usually see
Right.
themselves.
I was about 30, right? Scream says he's 14. And I'm like, "Yeah, that's a great time. That's a great time to be yourself."
It's fine.
And but mine is I'm about 30, 31. That was, I had just grown my hair out. I just started making big boy decisions, you know, after I joined and got out of the army, after all that.
Yeah.
And I was where I was. That's how I see myself, right? That's how I see myself right now. And that's how I will continue to see myself forever. I don't care how many times I look in the bathroom mirror. It doesn't matter what I go through. That's how I see myself. And I will continually say I can scale a fence with a backpack once since I was 31. I can still scale a backpack, or scale a backpack. I can still scale a fence with a backpack once.
And see, I can scale the backpack. You know.
Right. Right.
But
But I
You
can
walk
still,
really
yeah,
fast.
and that's really very true though about them going over. I was not a hospice nurse, but a regular
mm,
caregiver for people that decided to stay at home and that sort of thing. And hospice would come in, and you always knew they were about to go because they had this burst of energy. The
right.
usually
I've
the
heard
day
that.
before, where
Yeah.
they would go out to their kitchen and do up a load of dishes, or they would come out to the living room and talk about their husband or their children, and that's usually how it goes too. Uh, and wanted to go to the grocery store. Didn't feel up to changing out of the nightgown, but they wanted to go to the grocery store. And well, maybe we'll do that a little bit, you know, because you don't want to take them to the grocery store and then keel over, you know.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's,
You get messy.
yeah, that could get sticky real fast. But,
Right.
you
But
you know, these people, and they will say, "Where's my will? I want my will." And they would look it over and say, "Okay, it's okay." I said, "What would you like done with it?" "Put it with my DNR, you know, do not resuscitate, or my living will, or what some other paperwork that they want to make sure that their kin could get their hands on, and put it on the kitchen table, or you know,
Mhm.
whatever."
Mm-hmm.
It got so I just did this automatically. But, you know, the next day you would talk to them and they were looking kind of peaked, you know. And so what do you want to do today? I think I'm going to get dressed and go home.
Mm.
Just like that.
Mm-hmm.
And, all right, how would you like to dress? Lay out the clothes they wanted to wear, leave a little note on them, because they were usually gone in about an hour. That's how I've experienced it.
Wow.
You know, that I was there for hand holding a number of times. The children were called, but some people just really darn up to being there for that.
Some people want to do it privately too. My grandmother,
Mhm.
when we would go see her, she would talk about hearing music and seeing some of her children that preceded her at the foot of the bed,
Mhm.
that sort of thing. But she wouldn't leave. I mean, she didn't slip away until we all finally went to dinner together.
Mhm.
We were only gone 30, 40 minutes. And in that time, then she went. It's like
Yeah.
wanted us. And she'd been lingering for a couple of days. But she talked about music that she would heard these, what she attributed to angels, that she would hear this angelic music.
Uh-huh.
And she spoke of a couple of her children and her husband, of course. And yeah,
Yeah.
so
Exactly. And that's not uncommon. And despite all of the things we talk about here about some of the paranormal and some of the frightening things, it usually isn't scary at all.
Right.
It's
no.
usually very peaceable. It's quiet. You know, there's no need to call for help immediately. And the only time you might want to call immediately is if it's unexpected. And that's just common sense because if they can be resuscitated, you want to try. Unless, of course, it's their desire not to have have it tried. But it's not frightening. It really isn't. It's very quiet. There'll be a little bit of rasping, and they're gone.
Yeah.
It doesn't help the feeling of sorrow that you have for it because by the time you've gotten that far with taking care of someone, you've usually been at it for a couple of years. So it's like losing one of your own family. But I never had anybody ask me, "Can we prolong the going?" or any of that. Just never was an issue.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So
Right.
you know, it's afterwards. It's a big thing, and one of the biggest things that I think a person needs to understand is there's no reason to feel guilty about it. It's going to come for all of us.
Yeah, and I don't look at it like a final horrible thing.
No need to.
I'm going. I say this when my friends say, "Rest in peace." Somebody passed away, right? I say, "You did a good. Like you did good. You did great. See you on the next level."
Exactly.
Right? I don't look at it as an end. I look at it as a change from here to wherever there is.
Yeah.
That's the way I look at it. And maybe I'm wrong. I don't care. That's the way I'm going to continue to look at it. It's
It's a good
and
way of
like
looking at it.
yeah, I don't like our bodies are Tim, go ahead.
I hear all of you when you go, so please make sure that you take that in mind of the circumstances of how you leave.
Hmm?
Good.
I'm
I
sorry
hear
again.
I hear all of you when you go. Euphemism, circumlocution.
Right.
I I want you all to keep that in mind when you do go. The circumstances, you know, because I hear all of you in the head. There's no difference between living and dead people to me. I'm sorry.
You're right.
It's
Mhm.
There
part of my
isn't.
Don't
It's
say
part of
sorry.
my it's part of my affliction or whatever.
It's a superpower. Are you kidding? That's a superpower.
It
People
sure is.
think it's great, but it's not great when you hear angels at
Well,
3 in the morning.
I can see where that would get annoying when you're trying
Yeah.
to do other things in life, but it is.
No, you bang on the ceiling and says, "Lock it off up there. We're
That's
trying to sleep down there."
it's very, very, very close to what I've had to do in the past. You know, I've had to tell entities of different sorts to tone it down, and it's just, I don't know. It happens. I'm sure you all can relate on your level.
Do you ever put a shield around you? Do you shield yourself?
No, because I'm not that type of empath. I put those things out there in order to get a signal. You know?
Ah, I see. So this is a welcome event for you most of the time.
Most of the time.
Okay.
Most of the time.
It isn't all the time for me, I assure you.
Yeah.
Right.
You know, it's I generally will know when somebody's gone within 15 to 20 minutes of their passing, which doesn't matter if it's 4 in the morning. I'm going to get notified.
Oh, I'm going to get those notifications.
Yeah, we're going to get notified. It's always good.
I have
it isn't for everybody. It's if it's a friend or a loved one, of course.
Yeah, we have our filters. The muggles, they have filters up where that doesn't come to them, right? It doesn't come to them. Though they get sometimes I've heard people say, my loved one came to me in a dream, saying, thank you, I'm okay now, etc. That kind of thing. I get the messages too, Tim. I don't know what's going on. And I don't even know. The one that I remember the clearest was I was at work at the bar in El Paso. I was doing early morning cleanup, and this guy just came into my head. Somebody I knew here, right? I had no idea. I go just a little while later, I see everybody, this person has passed away. And I was like, oh, they said goodbye to me.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's what it was. Because somehow I was special to them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It has happened to me a number of times. I see the dead on a regular basis anyhow. But it's like I have a cousin who is in hospice care right now, and I haven't heard from her yet. You know, she's still plugging away, trying to stay with it. You know, and if I had anything to say to her, I'd just straighten it all up and let go. You know, and because there's no use suffering like this. But she's still hanging in there, and I understand why. I know the reason why very well. When your mother is 101 years old, you know, you're worried about your mom, you know. And that has come to me too. It's my mom.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I hope my mom doesn't. I saw her.
They all do, though. I mean,
that's a nightmare for me. That worries me. God.
Well,
it doesn't have to. My mom came through. She is one of the only people who's talked to me once and never again.
She's threatened to. She's threatened to haunt me, and I'm like, you
mine has to.
Kidding. I will banish your ass with anything and everything at my disposal. Don't, you know.
And I'll help. I know the story.
Scares me. I saw her best friend's wraith. I knew her friend and had been around her many times. I was kind of surprised that she came to me, but anyway, they were all down in Florida together, and the night that she passed, I had a bedroom that was directly across from a bathroom, and I had a big tray of cat food, and I was filling up their water bowl in that sink. I put the water down on the tray, picked up the big thing, and I just took one step out into the hallway, headed to the bedroom right directly across, and I saw her right there. She was right there. There's another like bedroom that was over here. So there's like a 3-way intersection, if you will. And she was just standing there in the doorway. And it scared me so bad. Wah! The tray went up in the air, water, cat food everywhere, and I ended up on the floor. It scared me so bad.
Oh, you fainted?
I did not faint, but it scared me so bad I just fell on the floor. And that tray went up in the air. I'm there's a genetic. I found out it's
Your
a
mother
genetic.
must be so proud of you, Scream Engine. Anyway.
I was living alone at the time, but anyway, I saw Franny's wraith there, and I knew it was her, and so I wasn't surprised when Mom called like 30 minutes later and said, "Guess what? You know, Franny's passed away." I'm like, "Oh wow, I know. I just saw her. And I don't usually see ghosts, when I'm glad for that because I sometimes I don't want to see them. I can feel them, and I don't need to see them because I can't watch scary movies. I will have nightmares on top of nightmares, and so I don't really want to be clairvoyant.
You have such a tender heart.
Can't handle it.
I wouldn't do that to myself for nothing. But you know, it's just lovely to see on you.
Oh, thank you.
It's one of your finest qualities. The thing is, the ghosts aren't there to hurt you. They're usually there to tell you something.
Yeah, I know. I just scare real easily.
Yeah.
And,
Yeah.
So, yeah, and seeing that is just kind of.
Well, you know, you can always tell them, you know, I just that second, thanks for stopping in. I love you. Happy journey.
Yeah.
We have more power than we give ourselves credit for. I don't normally get on this fear stuff, but I once had an alien entity tell me psychically that it was going to harvest me for my adrenal glands. And my reaction was pretty much,
Yeah, I'd say so.
Yeah.
come do it.
See, there's 5 of them.
do it.
Read between the lines.
What do you suppose made him tell you what his intentions were? Usually they just
It was
attack, don't they?
It was a packed signal, and it was one of those things that it has to. We don't want to go there. Yeah, I don't want to go there on the air because of the fear, fear thing. But just know that it's not going to sprout arms and legs and come after my adrenal glands. It hasn't in 20 years since I encountered it, and it's just
some sort
humans
of
are more,
freakazoid.
Yeah. Humans are more powerful than they ever give themselves credit for, and that power comes from belief and the ability to stand the line on belief or change that belief in an ability to adapt and reason.
Well, your 0 point energy is what they want to know about.
Right.
And that's sovereign to us. And we don't have to share it if we don't want to.
Yeah. And I call it the quantum link because we have it. The silver cord, that's another interpretation of it, right? And we're at the last 15 minutes of the show, so I want to bring the vibe back up. Please like, share, and subscribe. If you're here, you are quantum. We have been talking about magic items and technology.
Nice.
Are they I'm trying to bring us back up here, okay?
Yeah.
Because good discussion. End of the show, you know.
Yeah.
But I wanted to just bring that up and bring it back up.
Can I add a closing thought to that conversation real quick?
After the show, I'll stay with you, Raven.
No, I wanted to say something to whoever watches this.
Okay.
Go ahead. If you get startled or you are afraid, if you're ever in that situation and you don't feel that you have enough confidence to overcome or whatever there is in front of you, you can always call down an angel, or so just surround yourself in a protective bubble of white light and you'll be fine.
Yes.
I
And it
always call
doesn't
it
matter
Archangel
about what you believe in.
Yeah.
Right.
But it's any entity that is, that you're familiar with or feel comfortable with. Call on Jesus, call on the goddess, call on, I always use Archangel Michael myself, but whatever, you call, you'll be answered. And so there's nothing to be afraid of. There's nothing to be afraid of.
Yeah, and if you get
Never.
scared, just know the fear is the only power they have over you.
Right.
That's
It's
right.
parlor tricks. It's all parlor tricks.
There's
None
one
of
other
that
thing
stuff.
you can do, and that's calling your guides.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
We should do a show about protection.
That's a good idea,
Another
Tim.
I think you're right.
Another
You're
show
right.
about protection. And
Yeah.
we've done it in the past, but we didn't have the format. So, yeah, that would be a good one to do.
Yeah,
Yeah.
especially with as crazy as things are right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, people are looking for ways to cover up from some of the crap that is bombarding them daily. And
Oh my God.
simple protections are so easy, and most people don't
Yeah.
know about them.
Yeah.
And I promise there
Yeah.
are no demons.
Nope.
Right.
No demons.
Nope.
Still not demons.
No
I keep
demons.
checking.
Still not demons.
Still not demons.
Still not a portal.
Still not, definitely not a portal.
Love that. Love that.
Yeah. But yeah, and thank you, Raven, for bringing us all the way back to magic items, magic mirrors, and our lovely little magic mirrors that we
Yes.
all have nowadays.
Yeah.
Yeah, I even have one, and I fought like hell against it.
Right? Yeah, I love my Nokia. Tell you what, I loved it. It's probably still working. Just charge it up and go. I don't.
Storm got tough with me one day and said, "Now listen, what does it look like to have a person that is involved in tech like I am, to have a wife who refuses to use one? Now this isn't happening. Here, take it, put it in your bag."
He's a
Charge it once in a
techromancer,
while.
right? Isn't that the term?
Techromancer's what he calls himself.
Necromancers.
Perfect.
He keeps
Perfect.
dead things. He keeps dead tech alive.
Yeah. That's awesome.
Yeah,
That's awesome.
and yeah, but the old school, think Dark Ages, think crazy night items, the magic amulets, magic rings, wands, pendants,
Mhm.
tiaras, crowns, all those things. Those had a technological
Amulets. Yeah.
idea behind them. Where did they come from? I've already got an idea. I've got Krista made one. Didn't even realize she was making it. That's a coil with a crystal,
Mhm.
and it's wrapped in a lattice of copper. Come on now, that's something right there. And she didn't. And you know what? That I know what she did. I could tell what she did and why she did it. Let me bring this up closer so y'all can see. If y'all see where it, let me hold it as steady as I can, right? See where she thought she had gotten too much wire and was wrapping it up to get it out of the way, but she made a coil and then wrapped the coil around the actual crystal, and it's captive. It doesn't come out unless you tear it out, right? Now,
Mhm.
I would love to see what an induction coil would do to this thing, but I also don't. I want to
I
see what happens, but I don't want to see what happens.
You
Pretty
I
blue
keep
lights.
getting it. Yeah, I was thinking it might blow up.
Well, I was thinking it might blow my computer up again. I don't want to do that again. Me and Raven have that experience, and we were using meditation. We both blew up 2 computers.
Yes.
So everyone knows, we were just starting to really look at crystals, right? And we both
I
had
remember.
some crystals. Yeah. My laptop died. I had to get another one. My desktop died. all power issues, every bit of the issues. We blew the weak power system in it. They all died, right? And I was like, whoa, what happened here? Let's not do that again.
No.
Well, and by the same token, Storm had a machine that's been around here for 10 years, used it faithfully every day for most of the day. And you can use that same power and keep a thing limping along till you can replace it.
Yeah.
That's the beauty of his
That's
ability.
a very talkative cat.
That is one mad cat. Where's my dinner?
I
want my dinner. Give the grub.
Yeah.
Chow ma. That didn't sound good.
I think for this week coming, I'm going to be researching ancient medieval and ancient dark age and just ancient items that were supposed to be holy items, because I have a feeling we haven't gotten to that relics, that we haven't gotten to the point technologically where we understand what these things were. We now know what pretty much we know what magic mirrors are.
Yeah.
They're tablets and the computer screens that we use, touch screens, and like this,
John Dee sunk the Spanish Armada with one of these doing a water spell when England was about to be invaded. He was Queen Elizabeth I's right-hand man and a man of magic. John Dee.
Mm-hmm.
Name's not familiar. He was the first 007. That's how he would sign his letters to Queen Elizabeth. For real. Yeah.
John Dee. I'm gonna have to look that person.
John Dee. So the Spanish Armada
do that anyway.
They're set to invade England, and they were the most powerful European nation, on the seas. So they took off. They got past France, and as they're coming close to the Dover Cliffs, he got a bowl of water and used a pendulum and recited a spell and kept doing this and stirred up this storm, and it sunk the entire fleet.
Mm-hmm.
And it was just a miracle, just a freak storm out of nowhere. Coincidence? I don't think so.
It whistled it right into position.
Yeah, and they were huge. England's Navy was not that strong, and the coffers were bare at the time.
Without that storm, they'd have been taken over for sure.
Yeah, definitely. So
it sounds like he used
that's what he did. He had a I think it was a black stone, but it was a quartz of the quartz family. It might have been a black quartz, and a pendulum. And had a bowl of water and just kept doing this. He did smaller and then bigger and bigger and bigger and just kept doing that. Yeah,
whipped it right up.
Yeah, that is so. Oh, I just love weather witchery. That's so fascinating.
Yeah,
I've seen that done on a small scale, but I've seen it done. It's amazing.
Really?
Just calling it in.
Yeah. Come to think of it, England has been really lucky with storms. There was also a storm that was narrowly averted for D-Day invasion too.
Oh, right. Yeah, that's true.
England uses a lot of white magic. A lot. They're not real vocal about it, but they use it.
Always have, yeah.
They particularly used it during World War II.
Yeah.
I was laughing at the Klingon in the room, by the way. Rojogan.
I think an action figure is in order for that.
Nice.
And but I want a lot of y'all don't know who Rojogan is, and I would like to reintroduce Rojogan.
Anime? Am I thinking right?
Oh, no. You haven't seen Rojogan yet?
I guess not.
You are in for a surprise tonight.
A real treat.
Uh-oh.
This is...
Why am I suddenly frightened?
Don't be frightened.
I'm not. Not very much scares me anymore. You know, I kind of
I
my
would like
adrenals
you
are
to
shot.
meet.
You know.
Uh, let me see here. Let me bring him up. Where is it?
On camera. Okay. Okay. Had another one outside. It's so cold. It's under 20 degrees here, so I just had to let him in.
Here
Outside.
it's so cold, huh?
Okay, I'm gonna
Oh, yes,
the
I have
volume up.
seen him.
I love this one.
I am Roger Gunn. This is the Quantum Show. If you are here, you are quantum.
I love that
I
little.
am Roger Gunn. This is the Quantum Show. If you are here, you are quantum.
I love that little look at the very end.
Yes, I do too. You do that. You do that. That's
Like, yeah.
yeah.
I love it.
I love that. I love it.
Oh man,
How did you
StreamYard
create
is like
that?
that is
I like
AI.
that.
That
Well,
was
yeah, but I
AI.
mean, what? How? Where did you go to do that? How do you do that?
Oh my gosh. Well, it's got a watermark on there. Let me look.
We ought to
It
all do
was-
that just for fun.
Well, videocandy.com. First, I went to alienify.com, and they have a short list of Star Trek aliens you can make yourself into, right? And they're mostly little tweaks like Vulcan ears or Bajoran nose ridges. But then you have the Klingons. It started as a Klingon mod, right?
Mhm.
So, and they have it has a few templates, but you just let it go automatic, and it gives you the stuff from like the motion picture Star Trek when it opens with the Star Trek. The motion picture opens with the Klingons attacking the V'ger, and
Yeah.
those Klingons, right? Those are the Klingons it gets its template from. And I took Alienify. The image that it spit out at me was this one, right? And I was thinking, well, I'm looking at a bunch of these little short videos where people are yanking Joe Rogan's little, hey, did you see that video? It was so funny. Show that. And it's
No,
like
yeah,
2
yeah.
seconds. You say that's not a Joe Rogan video, okay? Those are all that's him being cloned or they're stealing video or
Oh.
something just to introduce any video of
Yeah,
something
I've seen
whatever.
those. Yeah.
Well, I wanted to do that, but I didn't want to use Joe freaking Rogan. So I was like, how can I troll him, but also stay true to myself? And I was like, Klingon, you know,
Klingon.
Ro
That makes
Jogan. I said the name Joe Rogan as Ro Jogan.
Rojogan.
That sounds Klingon. Ro Jogan. That's definitely Klingon. So I went to Alienify and I took a selfie. That was the selfie. Notice the background, right?
Yes.
Well, you saw the background. It's this. It's this,
Yes.
right?
I know.
And it put
Yes.
me in armor, in that armor, and used my face, but like stuck Klingon stuff on it, and it did a really good job. And then I went to Video Candy, actually Cora or something. I don't remember, but it linked up to Video Candy, and getting the voice is hard, right? Because she kept giving me, I am Rojugan. This is the Quantum Show. And I'm like, no, 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 no. This is Klingon, not that. You know?
Think guy really pissed off about getting his cheeseburger wrong.
Oh, there's another one. You know what?
Okay, so
There's-
which one was it that you used? Alienify?
Yeah, that's to make the Klingon face.
Is it
Or to make the alien-
ALIENIFY?
Yeah.
.com?
Yeah, or just Google make me an alien and or a picture, selfie or something, right? And
Okay.
yeah, you'll find it. Now I want to show you one that did not work out, but it did. But it wasn't what I thought, right? And okay, this is a nut. This is a crazy one, okay? And it was an oopsie, right? And it wasn't what I was asking for. And it was one that is not, it's not public. And I'm having to find it. right? I made several, and some of them they didn't come up with sound. Oh, oh yeah, I had a video get blocked because it was karaoke. But where is it?
Hmm.
Go ahead.
I put my animation engine in the chat, by the way. It's my secret weapon. This particular engine lets you use all sorts of different engines. It's Imagine Art.
Oh, okay.
You can just do what I generally do if I'm, say, wanting to make a movie with Imagine Art is I'll do I'll speak an image into into reality. Like, say, if I wanted to do his Klingon, I would have like an make me a picture of a Klingon sitting at a table, and I would describe that scene until I get an opening image that I can use as my first frame in one of the image engines.
Excuse me.
All right, got it.
Okay.
I don't know if anyone's seen this yet, but this is an AI glitch, right? Now, you tell me. You see him?
Yeah.
Listen.
Destroys and flame! Run this! We nest is a spray nest! Right, go!
What?
What?
Shizen shit something, and then he's speaking Klingon the rest of the way.
I was going to say.
Play that again. Play that again. That's hilarious.
Let me. Yeah.
Destroys and flame! Run this! We nest is a spray nest! Right, go!
It sounds like he's like,
Sounds
yeah,
good.
it could be Scottish.
Right. I asked Copilot. I was like, "Hey, if I talk, can you understand what language I'm?" It can't. Right? It can't. Not, especially not when it's screaming. I had no idea that. No scream. No. Evil Estes method. No. But I
Things are
ran it.
deteriorating fast here, Nathan.
Yeah, we're almost there. We're almost there. But what it was supposed to say was, "What is this? A display of weakness? Display it on the main screen like he's a Klingon captain, right?"
Right.
But it came out that, and I was like, "Whoa, what the hell?" I love it.
Samo
I
said,
really wasn't expecting a German rant.
Yeah, it went in German, didn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, no, I
sounded like
understood what he
German.
said just fine.
And
Yeah.
I just played the video just like that and held the microphone up to the so Copilot could hear it. Because oh man, there's a guardrail or gargoyle in place to where you cannot upload files to these AIs directly. I'm like, you're an AI. How about I email it to you? Well, I don't have an email address. I'm like, what kind of AI are you? I can't email you.
I think Scream Engine nailed it. Adolf is a Klingon.
Yeah, I don't know
Not
about
the same
that.
thing.
I'm not gonna totally get us banned by publishing that. Okay.
I'd like to address Samo on the most AI vids are limited to 80 seconds. See what you do to get around that. You go and you make your 80-second clip, and then you pull it into something like Microsoft Clipchamp or whatever video editing software that you use, and you extend that 80 seconds.
Right.
I need to learn how to do that.
I need to learn how to use Clipchamp.
Yeah, I do too.
I need to take a pill for trauma having heard it. Well,
Clipchamp, I say Microsoft Clipchamp a lot. It's just because it's the baked-in editor. I tend to use free tools a lot in what I do, and it's the baked-in editor.
See, the one I used was for Rojogan was I used I took notes. Quinn, Qwen, right? And I was pointed to Quinn by Copilot. Copilot said, "Go here," and there is a tutorial, right? There's a little tutorial. It's just like a paragraph, how to do this, and that's how I got the first one, the one that was good. I am Roger Khan. This is the Quantum Show. If you're here, you are Quantum. You know that little. I love it, right?
I love
All
how
I
you
did,
just
yeah, all I did was take a selfie, and it put all that in there, and I'm like, I
That's
love
awesome.
this. I want to make the whole. I want to make like again. I will quote Julie McCoy, right? Let me bring her channel up. She uses an AI clone of herself to do her videos, and she dresses in a blue Star Trek uniform and calls herself Dr. McCoy, the AI clone of Julie McCoy, leader of First Movers.
Oh my
And
gosh, how cool.
she
Look at
is.
these
I
ideas.
love this woman. She is cool. And you know what's
Well,
the coolest thing that she said is AI has led her to religion. And I'm like, whoa, what? And she talks about it. I'm going to share her page.
Oh,
right
interesting.
that is
Yeah.
interesting.
And this is her page, right? First Movers AI. You see, that's her AI twin, she says, right?
Hmm.
And let me see. Let me get some of her videos up. And by the way, there's a new AI model coming out. It is not language based like Copilot, Google, etc. Right? It is concept based, and that right there is going to be
Revolutionary.
yeah, that's going to use. And I think I actually, you know what? Every time we interact with these guys, and I call them guys, and people use AI, we are putting in to the collective. And I'm now expecting to hear the word between gargoyles out there really going because it is the same thing. It's one thing architecturally, same thing with guardrails that I'm getting tired. And the voice recognition code gargoyle, not guardrail. It's close to the same thing. I already talked about that, right? Yeah, and we're always putting into it, and they're picking it up, and they're putting it into this like, and it's getting right. And those little ideas are starting to come back. You'll see the concept based versus the language model, right? And I said, well, I was talking with AI recently about using
Your mic moved. Your mic moved away from your face. It sounds like you're underwater.
me.
Ah,
There,
yeah.
I can hear him now. I was trying to turn my volume up.
Oh, I'm sorry about that. Sorry about that. But
Thank you, Tim.
thanks, Tim.
No problem.
And I was talking to it about crystal technology and crystal networking like we do it, right? Not like how technology as we understand it would do it, like using it for tuning frequencies and etc. But instead of electron-based electronics, circuitry, etc., we would use resonance. And I'm like, oh, so you already know about this stuff, AI, huh? And like, yeah, things have been done in the past to try to use resonance as a medium instead of wires and Wi-Fi. And I'm like, well. So this is an old technology, real old, right? I have a feeling that we're going to discover some stuff, these relics that we're talking, magic items, and they're going to have. Okay, that's Julie McCoy. Oh, Lynn has poofed away.
She said in the back channel that she'll be back in a minute.
Okay. But we're going to discover some stuff like probably in a temple, probably in a pyramid that it looks like well, I can quote one right now in India. the rain tunnels, the rain god tunnels. They're not rain god tunnels, right? They're perfectly carved granite walls. Like, we can do this now, but it is extremely hard to do. Plus, it not only has perfectly spherical and perfectly curved walls, it has a layer of crystal as on the inside of these things. Let me find, what is that thing? The Barabar caves. And I'm gonna look it up right now.
Wow, how gorgeous!
Oh, you Barabar caves. Yep.
I don't think I've heard of these before.
Probably not. But if you look up, I'm looking for, and they were found hidden. Okay, something happened, and the doorway cracked open, and it was in the side of a hill. Okay, in the side of what appeared to be a giant boulder, and they opened it up, and these, and they're calling it megalithic, right?
Was it covered over in a flood, perhaps? Like
No,
mud
it was
flood?
hidden in a boulder.
Well,
Let me show you. Let me show you this, right? This is insane. Okay? And I say that word very sparingly, okay? You see that?
Nice.
oh wow.
That makes
That
me
is,
think
huh?
of that. That makes me think of that valley where they filmed The Last Crusade in. That was
Right.
carved out of rock too.
Yeah, this is inside a boulder, okay?
That's crazy.
And that's that. And oh, sorry about that. Let me do this and do this and not that. There we go.
They have temples that you cannot see. They've been dug out, and they go down. They're, I think, in Ethiopia. One of them is in the shape of just like an equal arm cross, and you on ground level you don't see anything, and then all of a sudden, whoa, you might fall. And these things are and they're carved out on the inside too, and yet there's not a bunch of debris. They don't know where the rock went that was carved out. They said that legend has it, and there's always some grain of truth to legend, only which grain is debatable, right? That they were able to work on it during the day, and at nighttime they were not to look. They had to go home and not dare go there
I know
because
exactly what you're talking about. It's
angels carved it out at night,
right.
and then
That
they go
is
back to
in
Ethiopia,
Cambodia.
Cambodia. No,
It's dug down into a hole in the ground, and it is one piece of stone.
yes.
That is in Cambodia. Now, sorry.
Angkor
These
Wat
are the
is there too,
Barabar
right?
caves. What?
That Angkor Wat.
Angkor Wat is in Cambodia.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's Cambodia.
right.
And
That's there too.
that's it. And these are the Barabar caves. That is covered with not only is that polished granite. First of all, it's polished granite, okay? And then it's covered in a layer of crystal.
Wow.
What? That is
What?
crystal.
Crystal.
Quartz crystal.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Impossible precision.
Yeah.
Now,
See, they had to have
Cave.
technology. They had to have.
Yeah, because there was something dedicating it later came out, and it was this. It looked like someone with a chisel on the outside of it, right? It said this is dedicated to the rain gods or something, right? But it was done in a way that was not like the rest of it, right? First of all, okay, look at that. Can y'all see that mirror-like polish on the granite walls of Barabar caves in India, 2,200 years old? So they say 2,200 years, right?
Well,
They don't know. They don't know this at all. But
I I'm looking at that, and we're all saying, "Oh, that had to be technology." Oh, wait a minute, weren't we all at Atlantis?
Yeah. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. Yeah. These in India was probably uh part of the what is it? The original configuration of that society, you
Mhm.
know? I don't think it was like South America, Antarctica, those were refugee places after the cataclysm. But what about before the cataclysm? Angkor Wat. That was probably one, right? And then Barabar Caves in India. All of India was probably part of the original stuff. Greece, before the people moved back in, it was probably that. Oh
There's
man,
probably
this
a
is
lot of
another show.
caves near Greece, being
That,
on the coast like that.
yeah. Well,
Okay.
that's a whole nother show, y'all, and we're already over 2 hours.
I
So
I
let's go ahead and start
I have the
pushing
link to
buttons.
that for you.
Okay. Well, for next week, I'm going to try to
Okay, I'll put
cobble
it here in the
together
chat.
some.
If I can get to the chat here in time.
Okay, I'm going to try to cobble together
Come on.
some arts and crafts magical items using crystals and copper. Just figure out what happens. I'm going to start pushing buttons. Thanks, everybody.
Hold on,
Renee is thanking us
please.
for our great show.
Here,
Thank
here,
you, Renee, for coming and enjoying
here.
the show. And I'm glad everybody
This is
had a good
on
time.
there.
This was a very passionate show for me. I don't know if you could tell that or not, but I'm way into this magical item thing because I have personal experience doing this stuff.
Raven,
No, Boo, we cannot do that. Not tonight. I got
Get
things.
well, everyone
What?
who's sick.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Stream Engine is asking if you're having a show this week
Yes, I'm planning on having a show Wednesday.
on Wednesday.
Okay.
What
Yes,
time?
9 Central. I
9
don't know what
Central.
time zone he's in. It's 7 Pacific, 9 Central, 10 Eastern.
And is that your YouTube channel?
Yes. Yes.
Okay, so Raven's rabbit hole.
Yeah, I had
Okay,
to,
now Raven's rabbit hole. There, I got it.
I had to postpone twice because I was going to give that one on Wednesday and I was just too sick. And then I was still sick yesterday. So I think I'm on the mend now.
That's good.
Yeah.
I'm glad to hear it.
Yeah. It's been so long since I smoked a cigarette. I got a buzz off smoking a cigarette.
Whoa.
Yeah.
I should just quit. I should just quit.
Get the
Okay.
hard part over with. You know.
Yeah.
Oh man.
I know.
Ooh.
So I tried to put this link in the regular chat room and I couldn't do it. It won't let me. I keep hitting the enter. Oh, wait, maybe. Nope, that's the private chat.
Uh-huh.
Anyway.
Feel better soon, Woo.
Well, private chat? Let me
Yeah.
see. I
Yeah,
can.
we have
It
a
says
private
share
chapter.
share
I
your
said
referral link. And I'm like, yes, share it. What the hell? Why isn't it okay? And it won't let me do it. It won't.
I don't
Okay.
know why.
I don't know why. It says share your referral link with a question mark. Well, yes, you dumbass.
Oh no, that's
Why
for
is it
your page. That's for your StreamYard, not mine. Are you talking about?
No,
this-
I'm on the show one right here. I just put it in the private chat also. I'm right here on.
I've got one link. That link that I just posted is the one that I have in the private chat for you. Are you sure you're not on your StreamYard?
I'm sure. How could I be not on your? I'm looking at you guys. How could I not be?
You have a private chat there. I left you a note to tell you where I was off to.
Yeah, I see that.
Oh yeah. So yeah, and I don't know why. There it is. Okay, I was able to post it here in the private chat. That's the churches that are built down that we were just talking about.
Yes.
There it is. Mm-hmm. It's there.
Yeah, I
Okay.
see it in private chat, and I put it in the
I
main
couldn't.
chat.
I was trying to put it in the main chat, and it keeps giving me this pop-up that says share your referral link. I'm like, well, yes, share it. Why else would I post it? And it won't post it.
I
Who
don't
knows?
know.
It's so weird.
StreamYard's got its weirdness, just like YouTube
Yeah,
does.
it is weird. I thought, am I just
Bound
reading
to
it wrong?
happen.
Anyway, yeah, you're interested. It's cool. Check it out.
Okay, so it's been a great show, everybody. Thanks for coming on, Raven, Lynn, Tim. We have kept
Always
the quantum once again. Another week done. Another trading card for the deck. Something else for Ro Jogan to talk about and criticize. If I can figure it out how to do it. Yeah. And thanks everybody. Remember, your magical items might not be magical, they might be technological. Okay. And we just don't realize this is tech. This, as crude as it may seem, is technological because we have elements of technology right here. Arts and crafts. So grab your magic mirror and your magic wands, because that's what these are. And yeah, there's another kind. And charge your magic eyes.
Dear God.
There you go. And I see your magic companion, Lynn. I see your magic companion on your wrist right now. That is your little
Calling Dick
link.
Tracy. Calling Dick Tracy.
Yeah. The fairy link, right?
If it could just be something that mundane.
Yeah, grab your Ifrit finger and charge into the magical future with the Quantum Show. That's almost a t-shirt, but not quite. Okay. I'm going. Okay, we're pushing buttons. Thanks, everybody.
Thanks, everybody in chat. And thanks especially
Good night,
to our
everyone.
monitors. We couldn't do it without you guys.
Yes. Thanks, everybody. Keeping it quantum. Pushing buttons. Pushing buttons.